Hey everyone, in case you're new here, my name is Straya. I'm a Filipino-American illustrator originally from Southern California, and I've been living the expat life since I was 24, first in Japan and now in New Zealand. If you're not new here, this video may come as a surprise, as it did to me, even while I'm recording this. In case you don't already know, I make an email newsletter once a month at the end of every month. This is my first video format newsletter, and I'm trying it out. No guarantee that we're going to continue it. But yeah, if you've been watching for the past few weeks, this video is a bit of a break from my current video series about the JET program and my time on JET. Just because I just felt there are just some thoughts on my mind that I wanted to do more than just write out in a newsletter. I wanted to actually voice it out to myself, but also to people who are actually paying attention. The title of this video, or more likely the thumbnail of this video, claims I'm kind of sick of it. Let me explain. It all started last month when I was writing my newsletter for February, and I put this little paragraph that I was honestly not really sketchbooking, and I found myself, since the start of the new year, spending more of my time like playing games. I say games plural, but let's be real, I was playing Overwatch almost every day. So yeah, I was like basically spending all my time playing this video game and spending close to no time at all in like my sketchbook or even drawing all that much. And March started in much the same way, and I decided, okay, let's make a pack of tools, like a pencil bag of tools, bring my sketchbook, and then let's just go to a cafe and draw. I went to a cafe, I drew, and lo and behold, I felt so much better. Sketchbooking is not at all a foreign concept to me. Sketchbooking and I have become estranged in the past 2 years. I spent the past 2 years trying to settle in after living in Japan for 7 years to settling into New Zealand. Settling into New Zealand meant a lot of changes for me, like physically. I was dealing with this really bad flare-up of eczema, and eczema was disrupting my everyday life. I was definitely not drawing while I was having eczema, or if I was drawing about my eczema. And in addition to that, there's also figuring out visas, which I don't have an employer to sponsor my visa right now, so I've had to spend a lot of money and a lot of time acquiring documents in order to stay here legally. Plus, I also had to like find a new part-time job, and then with a part-time job, I have to figure out how to budget things and like get used to the cost of living here. It's just a lot on my plate, and I let all these things just kind of dominate my conscience. And in February, it got to the point where whenever I thought of drawing for a little bit, even just the thought of drawing just kind of drained me of energy, and I found myself not approaching drawing in an enthusiastic way. It had come to the point where drawing meant pattern making for service design, and honestly, I did not enjoy it. And this is the part that I say I'm sick of. This is kind of the fear I had of what might happen if I were to try to pursue art as a career. I was afraid of art becoming a chore. And these are like the early warning signs that if I don't change the way I'm approaching building an art career, it will very much become a chore and something that I don't enjoy. And I want to enjoy drawing. And while this is all happening, I'm still logging into Instagram. I'm still watching like peers I know in real life, and then peers I know who are from Southern California or close to my age, still making like really amazing art that you're clearly enthusiastic and passionate about. And then I look at my profile and I've hardly updated at all. And furthermore, I feel like my art skills digitally and also traditionally, like I feel like my skills in those both I feel like my skills in both those fields have hardly improved at all. Yes, comparison is the thief of joy, and I've been stolen of a lot of joy because of this. I guess for the past 2 years, based on the successful artists that I follow, like I've narrowed down my field of vision to believe that surface design, making pattern fabric collections for people and to license and to like put on print and demand, like this is my way towards building an art career with the conditions, with the restrictions that I have. And it's honestly just kind of drained me to the point where I'm like, no, I just want to draw weeb art. I just want to draw fan art for video games and anime. And like, I just want to feel that joy again. I've been getting tattoos and I'm at tattoo number 5 already. And so I'm looking at a lot of the art that the tattooists make on Instagram. And I'm like, I want to do that too. I want to make spot illustrations. I want to make illustrations that have a foreground, middle ground, background. I want to do that type of illustration. I don't want to spend my life making relatively flat patterns as beautiful as they could be. I want to make a spectrum of silly one-off illustrations as well as illustrations that have not only like visual perspective, but also like a narrative depth to them. So I'm going to do that because life is short and I deserve to enjoy the hobbies that I have, even if I'm trying to make that hobby a career, which is, I know, difficult path, but it doesn't have to be difficult if I enjoy it. So here's the plan from this point forward. I still believe in diversifying my income streams. So in addition to my part-time day job, I still believe in surface design, and I have a lot of patterns that I have made and patterns that I do genuinely enjoy and believe in. So I'm going to work on this pattern portfolio until the end of April, and whatever I have, I have. That's enough to pitch to certain companies. So if a pitch leads to a yes and a license agreement, that's great. That's exactly what I want. If a pitch leads to a no or lack of response, that's fine because now I have an excuse to follow up. And with just like pitches going on every month, that leaves the rest of my time to just work on the art that I really want to make. I'm still going to be working on YouTube videos because I want to practice like storytelling through video as well as speaking to camera because I think it's an important skill to have. It's a skill that I personally want to improve on. And as we progress towards present time, as I'm here in New Zealand, I want to incorporate more drawing in the B-roll just to like signal without saying explicitly like this is going to become like an art channel fundamentally. But yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I do have a lot of ideas floating in my head as to how to pursue this dream career and dream life that I've had in my mind since I left Japan. It's helped a lot to talk about it with my boyfriend since our lives are becoming more intertwined, which means we have to think about things as a team in terms of like finances and like his career pursuits as well as mine. So I'll keep that private for now until I actually like take action upon it and have something worth sharing. But yeah, I think 2025 and the path I've chosen in general requires some bold moves, and I'm going to take those bold moves and I will share them with you like so, hopefully, in the future. I've been posting videos every other week, so I think this technically counts as the last video of March. If you're interested in signing up for my email newsletter, you can check the link below in the description. If you are a subscriber to the newsletter already and you've watched this video, like let me know if you prefer a video rather than like a block of writing to read. I'll see you in 2 weeks. See ya. Take care. At least that way from April until oh my god.